Uh-oh. I'm losing hope in humanity every second. Wow. I'm taking the glasses off. I've seen too much. I don't need to see any longer. This is one of the most unhinged conversations that I've ever seen in my entire life. I started this off wanting to make fun of these guys, and now I'm sad. Let's take a look at this petition. Change.org, a place where you have some wonderful voices be represented. A petition was created about Stellar Blade. If you recall, I played the demo of Stellar Blade. It's like a Soulsborne type game. You know, it's gotten like decent reviews. People are saying that it's all right. Like, they're not saying that it's as good as we thought it might be. Anyway, they had signatories, and they decided to, it's like a 6 out of 10. They decided to put their faces on this petition, which I respect. I love. Started by Mark Kern. Stellar Blade is a phenomenal new game that just launched on PlayStation 5 worldwide, but it has a problem. The content has been censored from the original trailer version posted by Sony. We as gamers want this content back. We relied on it. We made the game the #1 pre-order worldwide because of it, and this is true. This is the true game we want. Stellar Blade is more than a game. It has become a cultural beacon for freedom of expression at a time where game publishers like Sony are censoring games more than ever. Stellar Blade was a breath of fresh air, and gamer rallied behind it because it meant things were changing, getting better, and the voice of creative freedom was ringing loud and clear. But for reasons unknown, the game was censored. Changes were made. What we received after our good faith purchases was not the same as advertised. We believe in the game, we believed in Shift Up, and we are asking to get the game we believed in. Revert the censorship changes. So what are the censorship changes? All gamers can help by signing this petition. It will be printed in Korea and delivered in Korea to Shift Up offices, and physically printed and delivered to Sony PlayStation North America offices. Spread this petition on social media with the free Stellar Blade hashtag. I know that I have been talking a lot about protests and free expression, but this is the one that truly matters. You can only get so many white cis males to organize in this manner. What are they, you might ask? Here it is. Weirdos are outraged over this change in Stellar Blade and are posting videos online of themselves having meltdowns because they can't goo into their favorite video game anymore. Holiday Rabbit. Change the appearance of Eve. Prepare for summer with TerraStar CNT's Holiday Collection. Day or night, on land or on water, you too can look adorable with these subtle rabbit ears. I want to do it again and again so you understand what changed. Look in the boob area, and you will notice that these gross, disgusting, freak monsters decided to put a lace bra and additional padding on the booty cheeks. Excuse me. The fact that they did such a disgusting thing to this beautiful character and made her a monstrosity. This is literally 1984. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing censorship in display. How will I be able to masturbate to this? Here's some more context. Threat of Stellar Blade censorship research and data. First of all, I can confirm that people saying this particular Stellar Blade dress was censored. The patch are 100% lying. It still has tights in version 1, despite what some screenshots seem to show on Twitter. Proof here. It's gone too far. Full screen, please. Of course. It's gone too far. Where will they stop? Up next is Stellar Blade's famous Holiday Rabbit bunny suit. Yes, it was absolutely changed in patch 1001, as others had shown in some fuzzy off-screen footage. Here's some clean footage of the original design visible in the version #1, where it had no undergarments. We already looked at that, but we should show it one more time. This was the Holiday Rabbit outfit. I'm too hot to even know anything about this. I'm sorry. This is like I feel like I'm getting sweatier and more vermin-like, more worm-like by the second. You know what I mean? I have to be the sweatiest, grossest incel to even know about this. Oh my God. I feel like my neck beard is growing. As a side note, if you already got a save file with some alphas unlocked, you can downpatch your game to 1000 and the save file still works. It is back compatible. No need to start a new save file. Some people seem to be misinterpreting my initial tweet to mean that version 1000 is already censored. No, the version with no tights never existed. It was faked. Screenshots. This was another moment of censorship. The hard R shop. I think that Sony North America petitioned to take this off. I don't think that the Korean developers did this deliberately. Sources are telling me that the guy who started this petition, Mark Kern, is 54 years old or something, which makes this situation all the funnier and all the more sad.
Is a bastion of sexual freedom, and the puritanical West are trying their hardest to bring us back to sexual repression. I support this petition because I've had enough of the West constantly shoving its woke SJW feminist agenda down our throats. We're like the civil rights movement, but for video games.
I mean, this has to be a joke. This is definitely satire. I don't want to believe that a dude is unironically doing this. It's definitely a bit. The petition in and of itself doesn't seem to be a bit, however. I think this guy is joking. I don't know if these guys are, though.
Hello, my name is Michael Lyon, and I bought a PS5 because I wanted to play Stellar Blade. I was promised that this game would be no censorship, unedited, unraw, just a great, amazing, even a Game of the Year contender. I think that it's not fair and okay that Sony has decided to censor the game, especially right at the release date. I think that's false advertising. I think that's not fair to the developer shift up.
What's good, y'all? This is your boy Will Too Humble here. Man, how about y'all take the censorship off? Man, it is freaking ridiculous, man. Let the people play the game that they spent $70 to $100 on. I just don't get the fact that you sit here and you've done something because it's getting so much attraction.
Censorship sucks in all of its forms. So, developers, don't let Sony push you around. Demand that the game you developed and would like released gets released, with none of the changes that Sony wants in there for whatever arbitrary reasons they would like them. So, again, Abby getting railed in Last of Us 2, good. Asian character in a game with too much cleavage, ooh, can't have that.
Abby from the last.
I just want to mention something here, just so people understand. You said wife beaters, all of them. The only thing these motherfuckers are beating is their own meat viciously to hentai. You think these wives, bro? They ain't got no wives to beat on. Are you out of your mind, chatter? Wife beaters, he said. Anyway, where was I? What was I gonna say? There's still a litany of costumes that you can choose from that obviously show a ton of ass and titties. That's why it's so funny that they're complaining about this one specific change. As far as I understand, the latex bodysuit still very much around in the game itself.
Is not only to free Stellar Blade, but to send a clear message to Sony, Nintendo, and the rest of the publishers in the gaming industry that we players will not tolerate any form of censorship moving forward. Thank you.
Now, the funniest part is people are fucking responding to this. Oh, here.
I am signing this petition to counter the woke taking on beautiful video game ladies. Beautiful video game ladies should stay and should.
I can't tell if these guys are joking and being sarcastic, or that being in their own echo chamber has quite literally caused them to think that this kind of behavior is perfectly valid. I suspect this one is also a joke. I don't think this is real. There's no way that someone is, oh my God. It's almost like there's more to censorship you're defending than what you're trying to reduce it to. But you're farming and just need to be a part of the Stellar Blade conversation. I get it. Thanks. Oh my God. Turns out, no, these people are serious. Here's what they're complaining about. I'm explosively interested in the resolution of your internal discussion. Sony must censor anything catering to heterosexuality. What's with the Asian hate? Why must the mature games be a target of your sensitivity and DEI cult? Art police.
For someone who's paying, since I got the money, listen to what I'm saying. No dick and balls in the women's shelter. Made transgender say helter skelter. ESG ugly, lady face doubly. So repulsive, my stomach bubbly. GDC game developers screaming in a field. What will 2024 yield?
I disagree with all these people's takes, but since the censored version is still hypersexualized, why censor it just a bit? In my opinion, it should either be completely censored or not censored at all. There is no censorship, dumbass. One outfit was changed, dumbass. That's the point. They're losing their minds over one outfit being marginally changed. I can't believe how these guys operate, dude. Okay, let's see some more.
I'm really disappointed because as a grown man, I really expected to have at least some type of responsibility to look after myself and do what I want in the comforts of my own home. Yeah, that's it. This is bullshit.
He sounds like Donkey.
Hey Sony, I want you to take off the censor off the games, Stellar Blade, because I'm looking forward to play this game as well. Because my game won't be here until Wednesday from the mail.
I can't tell if this is like a psyop to make gamers look like the absolute worst people on the planet, which they very much are, or they have literally lost their minds. Like, it feels like anti-gamer psyop. I can't tell if this is like anti-gamer psyop to be like every gamer is the most permanently stunted man-child who is like broken in their broken in the brain and incredibly greasy, or if they actually are that way and they've convinced themselves that they can just be proud about this disgusting, filthy behavior because they have not really met another single human being outside of their Discord kittens in their groomer servers that they operate in. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh my God. When I see stuff like this, it makes me feel as though, wait, Fighting Cowboy? No. No. I used to watch his From Software runs. Is he also one of these freaks? No. Now that we have direct confirmation that it was a redesign, watch the narrative shift to Sony, force them to say and do that. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Oh my God, I got so scared. I got so worried. I was like, dude, you seem like a normal guy. Please.
검열 절부 버전으로 다시 할 수 있는 방법을 생각하고 계신지 아니면 이런 이슈를 혹시 지금 알고 계신지는 한번 좀 물어보고 싶었습니다. 예, 당연하게도 이
Bro, it's so funny that you can hear the incel even in Japanese. You know what I mean? Being a hikikomori transcends the language barrier. Like I can, or not Japanese, sorry, Korean. I apologize. You're right. Up. I got Japan on the mind from the other guy that said Japanese. Huh. Clipped and shipped. But regardless, I don't know what the Korean hikikomori version is.
약간 좀 검열 절부 버전으로 다시 할 수 있는 방법을 생각하고 계신지 아니면 이런 이슈를 혹시 지금 알고 계신지는 한번 좀 물어보고 싶었습니다. 예, 당연하게도 이 이슈에 대해서 인지를 하고 있습니다. 다만 이제 저희가 최종적으로 여러분들께 보여드리고자 하는 것은 1.000.2 버전의 의상이 맞습니다. 그래서 그게 최종 프로덕트라는 것을 확실히 말씀드리고 싶고요. 다만 이제 이것이 어쨌든 유저 여러분들을 완전히 납득시켜드릴 수 있는 답변은 아니기 때문에 지금 현재 그것에 대해서 내부에서 논의 중입니다. 그래서 조만간 한번 그 부분에 대해서 말씀드릴 수 있는 기회가 있을 거라고 생각합니다. 조금만 기다려주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Bro, we are so close. We are at the precipice, and I'm telling you right now, I'm speaking this into existence, that these guys are going to start saying, this is my autistic hyperfixation, and you taking the titties away from me by adding a lace bra is actually ableist. We're like right there, dude. I'm telling you, these are the final days. We are going to start seeing people unironically turn around and be like, you don't understand. I have self-diagnosed OCD. I'm autistic. I need to see the titties. You are being ableist for making these changes by adding a lace bra to the character in the second version, the final version. I'm telling you, yeah, my stim is jiggle physics. I'm stimming. People need to experience shame. Oh yeah, you want to see the costumes that are currently in the game, by the way? The game that like was censored, apparently, according to these psycho rabid incels. The more I see this stuff, the more I do think that, like, in some ways, I think porn did break the brains of an entire group of individuals. Obviously, they were so predisposed to having their brain be broken because of unfiltered, unrestricted misogyny and the consistent objectification of women in general. But like, how do you think this is censorship? These are the outfits that are currently in the game, chat. She got giga scoliosis. Yeah, that's what happens when you're tittied out the wazoo, my man. Oh, boo! 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 We don't want to see the jackets. Boo! See? Censorship. Boo! Boo! We hate this. Anyway, yeah, here's the guy who is leading this charge. Former video game executive Mark Edward Kern. He worked for Blizzard Entertainment from 97 to 2005, and he was involved in online activism against Stop Online Piracy Act and in support of Gamergate. Born in Taipei, where he attended the Taipei American School. That's the guy. Kern has criticized what he considers the ESG standards, diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI initiatives on video game developers, following what Kotaku describes as a fundamentally misinformed Gamergate-esque firestorm originating on Kiwi farms against the Canadian narrative development studio Sweet Baby Inc. Kern became an outspoken critic of the company. In March 2024, he rallied against wokeness, telling that Fox News that there is a coordinated effort to insert diversity into video games. Why aren't you at the protest if you're an on-the-ground journalist? Because I'm too busy serving top-of-the-hour ad breaks, okay? And you take an hour off because it's literally 5:53. He also started a recent harassment campaign against the Helldivers community manager. This guy is like another one of those like Gamergate should return, I wish it was still here type people. They're absolute. They're just such worm-like creatures. I don't know how else to describe it. They are so unimaginably sad. And it's awesome that enough people did not even feel embarrassed to put their faces on this petition. So now we can see exactly who is leading this cause.
And I want things to change and what's going on around the world and stuff. And sign a petition, all right? And stuff. All right, bye.
Hello, my name is Jeremy, and I am signing the Stellar Blade petition because I too am tired of how Sony is constantly censoring games left and right, back and forth, for absolutely no reason whatsoever to fit some stupid, worthless, pointless agenda. Stellar Blade is definitely a breath of fresh air, and it needs to stay that way. Thank you.
Oh my God. Imagine putting yourself out there like this.
Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate, full frontal nudity, full jiggle physics, full hardcore sex scenes, not an ounce of it censored. Stellar Blade, 17 costumes, 17 were censored and added mesh to different areas so that they didn't show too much ass. Blood was also heavily censored. We got baited and switched out. We got lied to. It's false.
This is the most Armenian beard I've ever seen in my entire life. I apologize, but there is no way in the world that this dude is not Armenian. Okay, this is the most Armenian beard I've ever seen. I know as a Turkish guy, I should not be making jokes such as this one, but the Californian in me has to notice this and call it out.
Advertisement. Remember, 17 costumes. Fight for it and let's win this.
What's happening right now is censorship on a stupid level. You know, in Baldur's Gate 3, you can have bear sex and freaking naked people, but God forbid Eve from Stellar Blade has a little bit of skin showing in her suit. Why can't we appreciate that?
But they still are. You still have skin showing. Bro, this is so sad, man. Oh, this guy wrote twice.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I would wish the video games to go back to they used to back then when I was a kid. No censorship. I hate censorship in general. They're trying to ruin everything. Thank you. Support this.
I feel like I'm staring directly at the face of something really sick. There is a sickness in our society.
Please shift up. Please. Please uncensor Stellar Blade. Games would be fun that way. Oh boy.
Because it doesn't appeal, because it appeals to the male gaze. They really need to stop using that. Sony, you need to make Shift Up cook. And you need to give Shift Up the premise to be able to make everything uncensored again. I really do hope this petition goes through. I hope it succeeds so we...
Dude, every single one of these dudes is like plus 35, living with their parents, possibly working in IT, and just involved in the absolute grossest forums you've ever seen. Every single one of these motherfuckers have at least 100K Reddit karma. Every single one on multiple accounts. The most telling thing is that all of these people seem to be hangers on. None of them are young from the previous Gamergate. Like, they could not be able to recruit new blood, and this is the stagnant dregs of the previous one. Oh, absolutely. No, that's precisely what's going on. These are my haters, dude. These are the most down bad motherfuckers out there. These are the dudes who are constantly making new sock accounts on Reddit. Watch. Look at the faces of those who go out and purchase Twitter blue check marks. Stare at them. If you want to understand who's on the other side on that, DGG fan account, it's motherfuckers like this, okay? This is why you can't get upset at these dudes. Like, this is a genuine mental illness. Oh, I feel bad. I can't help but feel bad. I mean, in a way, I feel like I am being ableist. Like, we are making fun of, like, obviously mentally disabled people. Like, there's no, like, this legitimately feels like, I don't know. I'm in awe of everything that I've seen that pertains to the Stellar Blade shit. As Bald is on their side, I doubt that Asmongold would go to this length. Like, Asmongold, even Asmongold will understand that, like, these guys are being way too sweaty. No shot. I will not believe it. I'll be honest. There are obviously people that are of this mindset in his fan base, for sure. But I highly doubt that he would be on board with this. No shot. It's too stupid. It's way too stupid. No, this is bait, dude. Please view more of these. You want me to look at more of them? I don't know how to find the petition. Like, I don't know how to see more of them. I've already seen the top supporter voices. We looked at them. Of course, yet another we don't understand take from Hasanabi. Wait, what? Asmongold has picked up the petition, highlights the ridiculous lengths that people are going to try and stop the petition.
Normal people. And this is my favorite thing, is that the people that consider themselves normal on social media are boring millennial 30-somethings that have a laundry list of mental disorders in their bio, along with the flags of the countries that they support. And then they also tweet about killing people because of a disagreement of a video game outfit. But guys, we're the ones who are weird. That's right. Surprise! We're psychos.
Wait, is he talking about the dudes who are, like, doing this petition? Or is he talking about, like, the people who are making jokes about this petition? Because there is no way.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So yesterday we got the official release of Stellar Blade, and the main topic of conversation that has stemmed out of that is the various aspects of the game that have been censored. Now, many bad actors on Twitter, whether it's regular users...
Like, I think a lot of people are on social media are cringe, right? And everybody has a litany of mental disorders. But I don't think I would side with, like, whatever this lolicon is mentioning. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I could get myself to ever publicly look at a dude who is, like, running a lolly avatar and be like, yeah, actually, people that look at this and go, ew, gross, you might be a file are the weird ones. There's just no way. Lolicon / Shotacon, they don't discriminate. What the is Shotacon? That Rev person got pissed because a VTuber was talking shit about white people. The person he's watching is a file and a transphobe. Pick a struggle. Pick one. Pick one struggle.
Game journalists or content creators have been using this opportunity to not only justify but also celebrate these acts of censorship because it fulfills their own agendas.
Of course it
and this
does.
has gotten to a very toxic point where now we are seeing literal bounties put on people's heads for simply pointing out the censorship.
Let's see who.
Wait, what? Putting bounties on people's heads? What is happening? I should have never unlocked this. It's just like mental illness all the way down. How do you look at this and not simply just laugh? Like, I don't think this person is being serious. I don't think they're like literally going like, I want to kill this human being.
Who this guy is. Uh-oh.
Bro, Twitter is so unhinged. Like, actually, Twitter has become increasingly like, people should be embarrassed to post. And I'm not even talking about the dude who said $20,000 for whoever gets rid of this guy, but like the other people who are just like, dude, like everyone who's like, dude, this is so serious. This is the most serious thing that's ever happened. Like, I can't believe they're taking our titties away because one outfit has lace on it. Like, if you are genuinely upset at this, I'm losing hope in humanity every second. Wow. I'm taking the glasses off. I've seen too much. I don't need to see any longer. This is one of the most unhinged conversations that I've ever seen in my entire life. I started this off wanting to make fun of these guys, and now I'm sad. I can't even make fun of them. They're like legitimately mentally ill. They're so lost in the goddamn sauce, bro. Imagine being their parents. Bro, they're parent age. They're older than me. Half these dudes are literally older than me. What has become of some in the gaming community? These are the people whose parents just, lie and act like they died during Thanksgiving dinner, okay? Even though they're just upstairs waiting for the leftovers that they can quietly gather on a scavenging mission after the whole family is left.
Oops. What happened? That's what you get.
Wait, isn't this more suppression of free speech? I don't know. I guess there is a restriction to free speech, which is when you say 20K to anyone that makes this disappear.
Gets charged for it and gets in real.
Okay. I want to see like the actual criticisms launched by this normal person with the lolly avatar and what Asmongold will say when he sees these changes, because there's no way he thinks this is a serious problem, right? There's no shot.
Already installed on the digital reviewer's copy that was released about a week ago. So this has been censored for quite some time and it was done at the last minute. And in fact, since then we've seen other outfits be confirmed as censored.
Wait,
as
where
well.
do you get that one?
And this is something that has been confirmed by the director of Shift Up himself. And a lot of people have been critical of Sony and the potential influence they had on this censorship, and also the weird disparity between how they are censoring Stellar Blade versus other games that they publish that are much, much more obscene or just dark or sexual, what have you. Now, there's been many reactions to what's going on with this situation, and a lot of people are trying to fix it. There is a big push, including petitions like this that
It's probably not going to happen. I think that they should just include the other outfits alternatively. Like, if they wanted to make it right and they wanted to respond back to it, I think it's like if you already have both versions that you've made, just put the other one in the game too. Let people decide. Yeah, it's really not that complicated. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're going to do anything because, like, if they do something, then it's like if you feed an animal, it's going to come back. So it's like they're probably just going to ignore it so that people don't think that they have a chance of getting a change. But yeah.
Link in the description. They're trying to get Shift Up and Sony to restore what they took away, to undo this censorship and restore what people were promised with these uncensored releases. However, a lot of people, including some bad actors, have been trying to basically misrepresent what is going on and what people are actually complaining about. And what we're going to look at in this video, whether it's from game journalists, content creators, or Twitter users, is going to follow the narcissist prayer.
Yep, there it is.
The evolution of someone trying to deflect blame, starting with...
Oh, jeez. Yep, here we go.
Dude, this is literally like the narcissist prayer and shit. This is all like 2016 SJW stuff. Like not an ounce of self-reflection on any of these dudes. They're doing like exactly what the 2016 SJWs did, but this time for like an even more laughable, like an actual laughable thing. At least like the SJWs back in the day, and they would chirp and they would get ahead of themselves and they would get mad at like random shit, thinking that like if they change something in a video game, then all of a sudden we have social progress or whatever. But at least like politically speaking, while their methods and their actions and the direction of their attention was idiotic, at least like their politics were decent enough when it came to like real world problems. As you guys know, I've always maintained the principle that, you know, just make good shit, okay? Make a good video game. That's it. I don't give a there's ass in. I don't give if there are non-traditional gender breaking, like rigid gender boundary breaking characters. As long as it's a good game, you know, I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna enjoy it. That's it. That's what I play video games for. I watch porn for porn. I play video games because I enjoy playing video games. I would like for those video games to have different types of characters. Maybe sometimes they're not all sexy, which is normal and good. That's not a bad thing, okay? Because it's a separate thing from what I like to jerk off to, because whether I'm playing on a keyboard and mouse or whether I'm playing with a controller, I can't exactly use one hand while cranking with the other, okay? I don't understand what the expectation is from these dudes that are just like, no, you don't understand. Like the games have to be fitting my very narrow desires of what I think women should look like in a video game. Sounds like a skill issue. Maybe it's a skill issue. Okay. But like to lose your mind over this and to make a whole ass YouTube video with your lolly avatar and you're just doing the narcissist prayer. This is literally what like, this is the exact reversal of the annoying rad libs in like 2014, 2015, 2016. What has happened? And there is not even a shred of self-reflection from anyone on that side that's like, hey guys, maybe we're being kind of weird about this. It's just a lace bra. Like if someone in my chat sent me this lolly avatar VTuber unironically and was like, Hasan, you have to see what this lolly avatar VTuber has to say about pixelated titties in the latest Korean video game that has plenty of other pixelated, mind you, and ass, okay? But you have to hear this guy. He's got some good points. I will put you on a fucking spaceship, okay? One-way ticket to Mars, son. What the hell? The controversies section of this VTuber from the VTuber Wiki before they had it scrubbed. Allegations of stalking a minor. Bro, someone in the chat said, I want to hear what the British pronouns guy has to say about this. I feel like this is way too far out there. Like, I can't. Like, I would have thought that Asmongold would have looked at this and been like, this is a file. Why the f am I watching videos from some random file who has decided to put a lolicon avatar and is like speaking from like a child, speaking as a child. And also on top of that, who gives a shit? These are pixelated titties, and you can. There's plenty. It's tits galore. I don't understand it. I feel like the pronouns guy would probably look at these guys and be like, no, that's a file. I don't think the pronouns guy is gonna be mad at this, right? It really gets weird at 13 minutes. It'll go wild. This is shocking to me in particular.
That didn't happen. And then ending with, well, it did happen and you deserve it.
Oh, of course.
Now, we've been seeing this first part for a while. That didn't happen. We've seen people for really months at this point say over and over again, there's no censorship of Stellar Blade. This isn't happening. Well, now we have confirmation that it is happening, and people are readjusting and moving on to the next step saying, and if it did happen...
You don't understand? This is not just a gaming issue. This is a free speech issue. I really thought a lot of these dudes died out Like, I thought that there wasn't enough like dudes out there who are still like complaining about like this. I was wrong. I mean, it seems like there's a viable market for this kind of thing. I mean, this video has 479,000 views in one day. Basically, the Stellar Blade situation. I come here looking for booty. We're going to do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. You are quoting a file that the Boondocks TV show ripped from the real Chris Hansen televised show To Catch a Predator that said, I came looking here for booty. We are going to do this the easy way or the hard way. The decision is yours. He was trying to f Chris Hansen. I like how one of our most trusted internet news sources has become a guy with an anime girl avatar. Self-reflection. Please, when you type that out, while you're in the process of finishing the typing operation, before you hit enter, read it back to yourself and say, is this the best thing to say? What is going on? I feel like I unlocked an entirely different side of the internet. I feel like this isn't real. I can't, I'm in awe with what I am seeing. Their argument doesn't hold any weight or truth. I'm a 50-year-old gamer. I'm married in a good paying job for over 20 years, and I have 2 kids. I'm not happy with the Stellar Blade censorship. It's the principle, not what's being censored. You get on the bus and you explain to the bus driver, listen, there's a Korean video game developer. They made a video game called Stellar Blade. The video game Stellar Blade that they made has a lot of coochie in it, which I like, and I'm sure you appreciate some coochie as well. They're pixelated coochie, but coochie nonetheless. Now, obviously, there's like a litany of different outfits that you can put on your 3D pixelated character, right? Okay. Now, sir, no, listen to me. Listen, sir, Mr. Bus Driver, sir, listen. Please stop trying to kick me out of the bus. I am explaining to you that the coochie got patched for one particular outfit called the bunny outfit. Okay, you're stopping the bus now. That's weird. This seems like a violation of my First Amendment rights, which is exactly what Sony did with their woke DEI pro-trans culture at Sony. Okay, I haven't even gotten to the bad baby enterprise part of this conversation. Sir, you can't arrest me. I'm a political prisoner. I am trying to describe to you that Bad Bunny Enterprises is making gamers trans. Donald Trump, save me. Save me, Donald Trump. Save me. Julian Assange of gooning. Right-wing culture is splintered. Everybody 30 plus and right-wing are saying they're censoring, and right-wing dudes under 29 are saying they're forcing titties on us. I just feel like if I had these legitimate grievances, right? If I was like, damn, bro, I can't believe 1 out of the 175 different outfits that are readily available for my coochie desires on the Stellar Blade game was marginally censored, and that censorship was in the form of like lace bras on the titty area. If that was like a real concern that I had, if you actually arrested me and tortured me in a CIA black site, you black bagged me, you put me in an unmarked van, you flew me over Egyptian airspace, and you kept lasering my titties and waterboarding me, I would not reveal this anger that I have. You would not be able to extract this information out of me if this was a legitimate grievance that I had. Okay? I would not reveal this information, let alone publicly champion this cause. Gun to my fucking head. I would not be like, dude, the Stellar Blade titties are gone now. Society is too woke. Do you understand me? Gun to my head. They're like, what are your grievances with the Stellar Blade game? We've seen you made some comments about it online. I'd be like, I will not reveal this information. Kill me now. And yet, here is this lolly pedophile guy making a whole ass video about it. What happened to shame? We used to be a country. We used to be a society. What has happened to shame? This is gross behavior, guys. Why are there so many people who are like, this is fire? Thank you for fighting against free speech. There are college student protesters right now, as we speak, getting arrested by the thugs of the state for exercising their First Amendment rights, okay, peacefully demonstrating against the Israeli apartheid regime. And there are mothers out there online complaining about anime. You could do both at the same time, but you should never do one over the other. You should just not do this, okay? Get mad at real shit. Get mad at like loot boxes. Get mad at DLCs. Get mad at massive amounts of layoffs happening in the gaming industry. Get mad at massive developers basically sucking up every other company and churning out the same goddamn video games over and over again, juggling IP, making this once beautiful industry, which still has many awesome games that come out every now and then, into this Assassin's Creed remake machine. But don't openly admit that this shameful display is a valid thing that you feel in your heart. If you do, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Have a little self-respect. They're also mad about this being patched. Yeah, this was another weird thing to get upset about. Don't skip 13. Trust me, you will go even more insane.
You have no self-awareness at all.
Wait, what? Is he dunking on the lolly guy? He's dunking on the lolly guy, right?
The gaming industry, someone who is consistently talking about...
Why didn't they just make it a toggle? Because these people want to take things away from you because they think that they have the moral authority to do so. They're the exact same people that wanted to take away Grand Theft Auto in the 90s and the 2000s. I guarantee you that if we were back in the day, these people would be on the witch trials, tying girls to logs and seeing if they float or not. Like, it's a tale as old as time. They'd be doing the same thing. Yes, they'd be in the 80s saying Dungeons and Dragons is satanic. It's all the same, guys.
What?
Mark Kern.
Moral.
Wait. But these guys are during the Salem witch trials, like, yeah, objectively, the puritanical psychos were in the wrong. And the people that were being unjustly murdered were, you know, they had a legitimate grievance to not want to be murdered. These guys, people that are defending are just defending marginally less for one outfit. They're defending, like, their cause is just like a crumb of titty pixel being hidden with a lace bra. It's not like the game said all of the lady parts are hidden now. What? Yeah, this guy is definitely in the right. This tweet, the guy that's tweeting saying this is funny. This is like, I can't believe these people are this mad about this.
Combat 1990. Yep.
Shots of his
all the
petition
same.
That is going around, and he says this: "Oh my God, please! I can't laugh anymore. My sides, my effing sides. Does this guy have kids? A family? Is there anything that feeds his soul in any way? I don't know, man. I'm so fascinating." He's trying to say I'm so fascinated by this level of sadness. Like, please work on your grammar. But anyway,
this person is an idiot. I saw he tweeted something about me before too, and I've never read anything that this guy's ever tweeted that wasn't basically like it's like if somebody put their brain in a microwave for like maybe 15 seconds, then took it out. Like, that's basically where this guy's coming from. That's about it. Yeah. Stupid. Yeah, just stupid. And also, like, keep in mind that people like this, they're effectively just like bullies, right? Because they can't really make an actual argument, or they can't explain why the thing that they like is, they can't.
No, this is one of those cases where, like, it's pretty apparent that, like, this is a ridiculous thing to get mad about. Like, what argument? Wait, what? The argument is right there. The argument is that these guys, and I'm gonna take it back a step here. Argument here is so laughable that it's self-demonstrating to anyone that is, like, even a little bit more normal than the lolly guy, right? The argument in and of itself is that you are complaining about a game that has, like, so much ass and titties in it, which is great, wonderful. I love that. I love ass and I love titties, okay? I'm a fan. I played the demo. It was great. We looked up at the moon and we saw the booty cheeks. It was great. It was fine, okay? These guys got mad about one outfit changing because there's like extra pixels with a lace bra in one of the 74 outfits that are readily available. All the other outfits are still very much showing titty. That outfit is still very much showing ass, and like she still looks hot. Anyone that gets mad at this, I am legitimately worried about. Like I don't even know where to pick up the issue. It's like, I'm worried that there are people who actually find this to be a valid grievance. I'm worried that like there's enough people motivated to like sign a change.org petition. I'm worried that people not only signed it, but also voiced their concerns by publicly showing their faces to be like, I need the 8 pixels of titty back. I will literally myself if I don't get the 8 pixels of titty back. I'm worried that like people can get so swept up in a frenzy, in a rage over such a laughable issue and claim that this is a broader conversation about free speech when it's not. It's a design choice that the developers themselves made. You cannot have these opinions unless you are like deeply removed from any kind of socialization. Like this only exists in a vacuum. This attitude and the vociferous nature in which you defend such a marginal mishap, which I can't even consider a mishap because there's plenty of other alternatives here that are readily available. This can only happen if you have never seen another human being for like at least the past 10 years. Like the only interaction that you had is like through the door with your Uber driver or something, because the first sight of sunlight and the first physical touch of a blade of grass will snap you out of the stupor that you have found yourself in. Like, I swear to God, one step outside of the goon cave and you immediately would be like, what have I been doing? Oh my God. Oh my God, I've been online. I've been posting cringe. I've been like, my sensibilities have been completely warped. This is one of the most fascinating insights that I have had into an entirely different universe that I thought we left behind. I'm not even remotely kidding when I tell you that if you were to tell me that this was a thing that gamers would complain about in 2024, I'd be like, come on, dude. Like, yeah, sure. Sweaty gamers. Oh yeah. Autism. Oh, okay. Shut the like, that's ridiculous. Like if I read this in a script, if I saw this in a movie, I would say these guys are hamming it up. No one is like this. In the real world, no one is like this. And it turns out there are people like this online, and I had no idea. Slasher, I'm so proud to be a gamer. We're sending out the finest gooners the world has ever seen. I'm a gooner. I like porn. Many people yell at me for being pro-sex work. Radlibs yell at me all the time for being pro-sex work. I have dated sex workers. This is above and beyond. There should be some shame left in society. When you find yourself this mad about marginally less titty pixels, is done. You need to be banished to an island. You need to go slap rocks for the rest of your life with your bare hands. I don't think we can institutionalize these people. I think that is not enough. They still represent a present threat. I still haven't been able to reach the 13-minute mark because everything that I've seen has basically increasingly leveled up what I personally thought was just fake and wasn't real and did not exist in the real world. I am legitimately in awe. People are saying it's Clementine. Come on, get to it. Play video games. I now understand why half this community leaves when I even say that I'm going to play a video game. The deep shame that they must feel because they probably think I'm like this. When I say I'm going to play video games, they probably are thinking this is the guy. Here it goes, Hasan again. I come to him for news commentary, and here he is complaining about marginally less pixelated. It turns out this is probably what people think gamers are like, and as a matter of fact, there are plenty of them who are like this, it seems. Let's continue.
Explain why this person is wrong. So these just, it's like, oh, does he have kids? He doesn't have a family, feeding his soul. So like, it's just, it's again, it's like an appeal to triviality. It's like oh, well, this doesn't matter so much and you're stupid for caring about it.
But it doesn't.
Meanwhile, this guy is tweeting about it. So obviously he cares about it.
No, he's making fun of the people. Asmon, please don't do this. It really isn't a serious thing. It is not. If he didn't care about it, he would ignore it. No, he's joking about how stupid it is. And I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what his other opinions are. But at least on this one, I'm aligned with him. This is a very stupid thing to get upset about. And it's okay. You can make jokes about stupid things that you see online. Oh, I already looked through this Connor Eats Pants. I did. Like this.
This petition is not only to free Stellar Blade, but to send a clear message to Sony, Nintendo, and the rest of the publishers in the gaming industry that we players will not tolerate any form of censorship moving forward.
Zach is right here, though. Everyone cares on both sides, and they pretend not to care. Most of the time, people can't push for change towards what they care, though, anyhow. No. There's a difference between caring enough to make jokes about it and, like, actually caring so much that you are like, this is a righteous cause, and I'm willing to put my name and face and association to this righteous cause. What is the righteous cause is the question one must ask itself. We must all ask ourselves, what are we advocating for here? If the answer is marginally more pixelated titties in 1 out of the 74 readily available outfits, many of which that also show an ass, then no. Then maybe I'm crazy. But I see all of this and I go, I don't think I'm on board with that. And I say this as a gooner myself, as someone who likes masturbating, as someone who likes pornographic materials. Okay, I like porn. As someone who is an avid supporter of sex workers and sex work alike, I feel like when I see this, I'm like, this is insane. Like, what? Am I crazy? Am I losing it? Has society become insane and I just did not adjust? It's also funny because he's wearing like a cross. He's like, as a God-fearing Christian man, like if I don't see my hentai, I'm gonna lose it. This is more than hentai pixelated. This is about freedom. This is about free speech. Bro, this is literally like if Anita Sarkeesian made jokes about gamers behaving like this in like 2014, I'd be like, okay, come on. That's crazy. Like you're making, like you're out of control with what you are saying right now. And here these guys are playing into the meme. This is unironically no different than like the SJWs that hyper focus and are hypercritical about like Stephen Colbert's humor or something and say like irony is or satire is supposed to have a clear display. And if you don't do that, then you're basically you're basically saying bad values are good actually or some shit. It's come full circle. It has come full circle. The one good thing is that these dudes are not like carrying around a severed head of their mothers in the freezer and instead doing busy work with this kind of stuff. So at least on that front, there is a utilitarian purpose here.
And this guy tweets about stupid, irrelevant, and
it's because they want to be rewarded for being a geek in their 30s, like it's some unique talent to enjoy video games. And since it's their only perceived personality trait, they hyper focus on it and act like aspects of it are being taken from them. I hate them. They're doing exactly what the SJWs criticize about the industry. They're doing exactly what they said that these people have done. Truly phenomenal stuff here. Yeah, it's very strange.
Internet drama all the time. Like, there's nothing, it's not like he's any better. It's ad hominem, it is.
This guy's trying to say that Mark Kern is a loser for caring about these things. It's not very shocking.
No, he is a loser for caring about these things. For sure. Like absolutely. Objectively, he is a loser. If I didn't know anything about this guy, Mark Kern, I looked up his Wikipedia page. This is the first time I've found out about this person, and let me tell you, I can tell you without a shred of doubt in my mind, he is a loser for the marginally less pixelated titties in the video games becoming like a movement that he is trying to rally around. And he's probably a grifter who doesn't give a shit about any of this either. He's just manipulating other sweaty gamers into getting upset about this under the auspices of defending free speech, especially at a time when free speech is under attack. 35 states obviously have made it illegal to offer any kind of support to boycott, divestment, and sanctions movements against the state of Israel. You have police presence on college campuses beating the shit out of peaceful demonstrators for saying our tax dollars should not go to genocide. Like, there are real, glaringly obvious, genuine restrictions on free speech in this country. State suppression of public demonstrations is having a chilling effect on free speech. It's like, obviously, that's the intended impact, but it's not happening because more people are getting angry now, and there are even larger protests as a consequence of the police presence. However, that's real government suppression. That is real free speech restrictions. Developers making design choices that marginally take a lace bra and put it over the cleavage area of 1 out of 74 outfits in a Korean From Software style Soulsborne game is not hampering free speech. And I think people need to snap out of it, you know?
Talking that Mark Kern, a long time
Michael is keeping it together, sorta. You can't even keep yourself together.
Okay,
what,
where's the 13-minute
losers?
I should have just watched this person instead of Asmongold's response. That is painful to hear you explain. Last chatter had the better point. What?
Member of the gaming industry and someone who is very passionate about this stuff would care about censorship in the industry. But he's somehow a loser for calling this stuff out. But you're not a loser for tweeting about this guy daily. You look at this guy's account, every single day there's a round of tweets containing screenshots of Mark Kern's tweets, and he's complaining.
Nah, we're gonna pull this loser up right now. What's his name? Iron Stylus? Okay. Let me see. Iron. Okay, here we go. So we got to find this guy. He's an art director, maker of things at Places. Isn't these triple parentheses? Isn't this like I thought this was like a meme, but like isn't this like an anti-Semitic dog whistle whenever you're referring to Jews? Because like if I look up triple parentheses, the echo. So here we go. An anti-Semitic symbol used to highlight the names of Jewish individuals or organizations owned by Jews. And it's at Places. So we got ourselves a good old-fashioned Jew hater. No surprise. Look at that. That is crazy. And this is from the American Jew.
I suspect that guy that did the echoes, this guy is probably Jewish, right? Like, I don't think he's like an anti-Semitic person. Like a lot of Jewish people on Twitter use it as like a meme, be like, I'm Jewish. He's in the chat right now. It's most likely self-referential to be like, I'm Jewish. It's a thing from Parrot Forums, lol. Hi again. Wasn't Iron Stylus a League of Legends guy? Yes. Hi, it's me. It's a thing from Parrot Forums. It started as an anti-Semitic thing and the racists thought they were being cool and secretive. Then everyone found out about it and laughed about it and Jews started using them themselves. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely cringe when like liberal Jewish writers and stuff will put it on their bios to be like, I'm like, there's no reason to even self-reference the 4chan losers. In my opinion, it's cringe, but who gives? But I don't think I guess he was using it in like a Parrot Forum way. I don't fucking know. I don't really care. All right, let's continue. So he's talking about
Jewish
the Echo.
Committee and Echoes beating the far right, Anti-Defamation League.
That sucks. For me, I just use it to denote like a resonating sound or something, or a super subtle whisper. That'll teach me to use punctuation in a silly way. Yeah, there was a thing in Facebook parrot groups because people would use it as an indication that like the bird is vibrating. Then it became really popular as an anti-Semitic thing outside of there, and it sucked. Yeah, exactly. I'm part of Parrot Book, so that's where I found it, lol. Well, I'm taking it back for the burbs. He said he's part Jewish. Iron Stylus did. What is going on here? Okay, what is...
Wow, ADL is trash. By the way, I think they're trash too. But it's not just them. It's everybody has agreed on this. No, it's a programming reference. This is stupid. Really, it's a programming reference. Oh, for sure, guys. How many tweets has he put out?
I don't think this guy is anti-Semitic, man. It's like the OK symbol. You know what I mean? Context. It's real. What? Okay, stop. Stop making bird memes, please. Yeah, I don't think this dude is an anti-Semitic person. Anyway, let's continue.
27,000 tweets. Thank God he's on Twitter and not in real life. You know, guys? Because, like, you think about it, and we could talk about, oh, he's a loser. And
so does this conversation just simply revolve around this guy from this point on for saying something that is, like, objectively correct? That, yes, getting this bent out of shape over, and I have to repeat this one more time, marginally less pixelated titty because of a lace bra introduction. He's right. He might be like an elder millennial. He might be a little too invested in birds. Okay. But he's right. He's right to point the finger and go, these guys are such losers, because I think in a situation where I'm faced with a lolicon avatar guy, okay, making a YouTube video about restrictions happening to freedom of speech and free expression as a consequence of marginally less pixelated titty on one of the 74 different readily available outfits on Stellar Blade, I think I want to go with the kind of cringe elder millennial guy who likes birds. Okay, Reddit post from 4 years ago, lol, do a control F for bird. I've seen triple parentheses a lot. I can't figure out what it means. The echo started from a neo-Nazi app that would highlight the names of Jewish individuals that way. There is no bird in here. Owned. Chatter, you're owned. It's actually anti-Semitic. Why are you prejudiced against birds? Scroll to load. I mean, I don't care. I control F'd it. There's no bird mention here. Sorry. No, don't tell me that's the reason. I'm in the bird community. We do that. We do a triple parentheses hop when a bird jumps. Amguri. This better not spread to the bird pet community. I consistently cover some of the worst aspects of human nature, some of the worst things that mankind does to one another on a regular basis. And yet, endless war, genocide, an apartheid regime, the American government's tax dollars funding and facilitating that, as there are massive protest movements mobilizing against that, those protest movements being squashed with the militant apparatus of the state genuinely taking away, eroding our First Amendment rights to free expression. And yet, this last 60-minute introduction to the extreme hentai gooner lolicon segment of the internet has been infinitely more blackpilling on me in particular than any number of hours that I have dedicated to covering endless bloodshed. The amount of despair that I feel deep in my very core is incredible. We here in the Western world live in the lap of luxury, okay? We are the labor aristocracy. We benefit from the unequal exchange of the global South. Our lives are phenomenal in comparison to the average child in Rwanda. As a matter of fact, we are so comfortable in our lives and in our existence that we end up finding things to get upset about. And sometimes those things that we get upset about can be valid. Sometimes those things that we get upset about can be a little silly. But this thing you opened my eyes to, chat, and this is your fault, because I thought this was going to be fun. And yet you had to go and show me the existence of a lolly avatar Twitch streamer, YouTube essayist that is making YouTube videos, a massive community fostering this kind of shamelessness in broad daylight online inside of this increasingly degenerate hug box of some of the worst kinds of mentally stunted, emotionally stunted adults who despise the world around them and despise video games because they will never feel like they were 14 years old ever again. And it has shook me to my very core. I do not know what the solution to this is. I don't know. I do not know how we even begin the process of healing every single person out of the nearly 500,000 people that watched this Asmongold video and went, that's right, they are taking our freedoms away in this particular field. I don't know. I don't know how we begin the healing process. I think we need a reset, cultural reset. I think we need to go back to the before times. Technology was a mistake. The internet was a mistake. And although I make a living on here, and I am very privileged and very fortunate to do so, I will sacrifice that for the greater good. So on that note, I say, General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party, Xi Jinping, please drop the EMP on America. Rid us of this scourge. Please. Donald Trump, save me. Donald Trump, save me, Donald Trump. Xi Jinping, save us. Please. I am doing a spirit bomb. The EMP must be dropped. I've never felt closer ideologically to the Unabomber than I do at this very specific instance. Yeah, that's all I got. This spiritually broke me. Rev Says Desu most watched video has 8.7 million watches. What is Rev Says Desu? Is that another thing? Am I gonna find out that the existence of another thing that's going to break me? I'm already down. Please. Please, you do not have to stab me in the heart any further. That's the lolly guy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So the Gamergate situation roars on, and today we have some more game journalists to laugh at because there's been a